Obviously, Tigers are off this weekend. Saints and Giants from the Dome on Sunday. On Friday, we've already got the final injury report for Saints-Giants. And Saints, God, this is an extensive injury report. They're going to be shorthanded, so we have these injury designations already. 4 players will be out. So Cesar Ruiz and Chase Young, we already knew were going to be out for the New Orleans Saints. Trey Palmer is out. He was limited on Wednesday and then a DNP Thursday and Friday, so he was downgraded throughout the week. And then same thing for Isaac Yiadom with the hamstring. He was limited Wednesday and then Thursday, Friday out. He is out for the game. So one interesting note that our buddy Ross Jackson over at LouisianaSports.net noted with Isaac Yiadom is that the way his contract is structured is such that if he ends up playing more than 25% of the defensive snaps this year, then the Saints will forfeit the compensatory 4th-round pick that they're allowed to get from Paulson Adebo, leaving incidentally for the Giants. So there's even a little bit more incentive for New Orleans not to play Isaac Yiadom. Listen, if he was a starter and a great player, that's one thing. You're certainly happy to have him play that role. But on a team that's 30th in scoring defense right now, and Isaac Yiadom being more of a rotational player, wouldn't you on a losing team, wouldn't you rather have the 4th-round pick, the compensatory selection for Paulson Adebo? Of course you would. So I think, look, Yiadom this week with the hamstring is limited and is going to be out for this game. But I think moving forward, that's going to be something that bears watching, is they're going to have to keep an eye on his snap count the entire season, because you're not giving up a 4th-round pick to play Isaac Yiadom on a bad team. That's just what it's going to be. So with Yiadom out, the most interesting conversation now becomes around Quincy Riley. Quincy Riley, of course, is the rookie from Louisville who the Saints drafted, who's seen some playing time, some increased playing time. And on Friday, when Kellen Moore met with reporters, he talked about what you can expect from Riley.
He's had his fair amount of opportunities the last couple of weeks. I thought he's been productive. He's made plays. A lot of positives coming out of that. If the opportunity presents itself, he'll be ready to go.
The opportunity is presenting itself because Yiadom is out. So you'll have Kool-Aid McKinstry, and then Quincy Riley would stand to reason in line for his first start with the New Orleans Saints. And what's interesting is while Riley's only played 40, he's played in 2 games, 2 of the 4 games with 42 snaps. When you look at Pro Football Focus, Isaiah Stallbird, he's played 6 snaps, but he's got the highest grade at 94.5. Maybe give that guy some more snaps. I don't know. Anyway, Demario Davis is your highest graded starter, followed by Julian Blackmon, again, who played in 1 game, suffered the shoulder injury, he's done for the year. Then Jonas Sanker, Chris Rumpf, and then Quincy Riley. Quincy Riley is the 6th highest rated player, according to Pro Football Focus. And honestly, you can strike Stallbird and Blackmon from the list because Stallbird's only played 6 snaps and Blackmon played in just 1 game. So really, Riley's the 4th highest rated player on PFF behind Demario Davis, Jonas Sanker, and Chris Rumpf. So I'm not sitting here trying to tell you that Quincy Riley is going to go out there and turn into to prime Deion Sanders. It's like it could be Champ Bailey as a rookie in his first start. But, this is one of the things where we keep talking about this year for New Orleans, and it's about identifying cornerstone pieces. And the hope is the reason you went and used 9 draft picks in this most recent draft was to start to build your roster with young, affordable talent that you hope can become cornerstone pieces on rookie deals. So far, Jonas Sanker looks the part at safety. Quincy Riley, again, he's played in 2 games. He's got 42 snaps. Let me see what it looks like for Quincy Riley if he goes and starts this game. This is also sort of a favorable matchup because there's no Malik Neighbors. So, whoever if it's Jalen Hyatt or whomever he may draw the assignment this week, it's going to be a much more favorable matchup than it would for everybody defensively in New Orleans than if Malik Neighbors were playing. Of course, we're sick about Malik's injury, but it's the reality of this situation is you're out there trying to figure out a way to and through this game to get your first win, and there's a really good opportunity. But I would tell you, Quincy Riley is one of the biggest storylines of this week for me anyway for the New Orleans Saints. Can Jonas Sanker continue to play at the level he has? And then also we'll keep an eye on Quincy Riley. The rest of this injury report, again, it is there are 6 Saints players that are questionable. The 4 that are out, 6 more are questionable. Juwan Johnson, Trevor Penning, Dylan Radins, Taysom Hill, Foster Moreau, and then John Ridgeway. Now, the other three, Hill, Moreau, Ridgeway, have returned to practice from starting the season on PUP. They're physically unable to perform, so they've had their 21-day windows open. So in theory, those guys could play this weekend. Now, I mean, by the structure of the rule book, they are eligible to be signed to the active roster and play, that their 21-day window is open. But Kellen Moore was asked about Taysom Hill and Foster Moreau if they could actually play Sunday.
You just got to take the whole week. I mean, this is their first week. They've been able to do a couple things this week in practice. We just got to kind of see how their bodies are feeling as they kind of go through a full week for the first time this season. And so, they've done some good things, but obviously there's a lot of work that would have to go into that.
And one more quick follow-up. Kellen Moore was asked how this week of practice went for those two guys.
They did a nice job. Obviously, for Taysom and Foster, I mean, this is a long journey. They've been through a lot from a recovery standpoint. And so, for them just to be back in pads, obviously was a huge step for them. A lot of work has to be done to kind of get back into football shape and back into getting used to playing the actual game of football. But, they've done a lot of positives this week in their roles.
It is really unrealistic to think that those two guys are going to play this weekend. That is pure speculation on my part. But the fact that you're going to get these guys back soon is a gigantic plus. For an offense that needs any bit of talent infusion it can get, you get two NFL starting caliber players back. Obviously, yes, that's going to be a great thing. For the Giants, nobody listed as out as of now. Tyrone Tracy, the running back, is doubtful. Remember, that's why Cam Scadaboo has seen his workload increase because of the shoulder injury to Tyrone Tracy. He was a DNP Wednesday, Thursday. He was limited Friday, so he's doubtful for Sunday, but could play. And then Dexter Lawrence and Tyler Nubin are both questionable. Now, Lawrence, this could be significant. He's listed with an illness, but he was a DNP this entire week. And Dexter Lawrence is a disruptive player on that defensive line. And honestly, there's 6 sacks a week ago for the Giants' defensive front against the Chargers is one of the primary reasons they won that game. They won the game 21-18. I mean, Jackson Dart only threw for 111 yards. He had, I think, 54 on the ground. So it was a nice job of balance there, and he affected things with his feet. He had a rushing touchdown. But really, it was the Giants' defense and the pressure they put on Justin Herbert that was a differentiator. If they don't have Dexter Lawrence, it's a massive loss on the interior of that defense there for the Giants. So that's one worth keeping an eye on. I mean, you look at the rest of this injury. I mean, basically the entire team is on the injury list. I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They have 15 players listed. I mean, Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo are both listed as well on the injury report. Now, as was Russell Wilson and Andrew Thomas. I mean, they were all full participants, but they're listed on the injury report. Dart with a hamstring, Scadaboo with a knee. Got a knee. Russell Wilson with an ankle. As I look, though, nobody with the toe. Nobody. How about that? The toe epidemic in New Orleans has not reached New York.
Not yet. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, honestly, it's really bad, so I hope it doesn't reach out. I mean,
what if it's contagious?
Oh, no. They come down here.
Come here, you get a toe. You'd hate if they catch a toe.
I mean, look, I got it. Matt, you bring that up. Brock Purdy missed the game in New Orleans because of a toe.
You're right. And that was before he even got here.
Yeah.
And he had a toe. And Dylan Radins says right there on the injury report. Toe. And then you get the toe, and the toe can beget an ankle like Trevor Penning. Had the toe, has an ankle. See if the Giants can avoid getting a toe while they're here. Saints-Giants, Sunday in the Dome. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.